Love you too, babe. I don't know why I'm typing and asking y'all how y'all are doing. Oh, I'm tired. I mean, war slap out. Uh, so, let's see. I understand that, Rob. I've been just too busy. I fabricated stuff for the farm implement I've been working on. I did all kind of other stuff. Good to see you, Pete. Good to see you, Papa. Good to see you, Rob. Anybody else in here? Wow, that's a pretty good bit. I hate wiring. Wow, you were busy too, Rob. I'm gonna move the chat over to a different side here so I can read it easier. Um, wow, tell your brother I said happy birthday. Unless you're not supposed to be on the phone, and then you know. Oof. I understand, Papa. Yeah, most of the cars that I've seen, I've had to deal with. It's behind the glove box, so that's got to suck. He's, tell him he's welcome. Um, my I got a little Elantra. That's my daily driver. It's pretty easy. I've never done my pickup, so I have no idea how hard the F-350 is. Uh, I've got a super busy day tomorrow. I got to do another. I got to do a video tonight. I was late last night too, and guess what? I don't have done. That's got to be done by tomorrow night. That's awesome about the flex head ratchets. It's good that they feel good to you. Yeah, I got to figure out where to get the particular bits for that for those stubby screwdrivers because yeah, a regular bit won't fit in it. It's almost sucks it all the way up. No, not laundry. I don't have my taxes done yet. So I'll be working on them probably all night tomorrow night. But I don't owe them anything, so well, I'm pretty sure I won't owe them anything. Pretty sure I'll break even, or they'll give me a little bit back. Micro double box ratchet wrenches coming in next week. That sounds cool. I'm gonna choke myself on popcorn. See what we got. We got 4 people in here. That's neat. What excuse me. So they're like metric. What sizes are they? And Rob, I yeah, yeah. Uh, I just realized who you were. Just one seed. That's my little brother. Everybody, tell him it's about time he started joining me. Uh, so I bought a pair of icons yesterday. The pliers. Um, I've got the Tectons. I've got Nipex, and I've got Snap On, and my son has a pair of the Nipex or the pair of Icon Nipex wannabe pliers. So I might split it into videos. I missed them. I didn't know y'all were coming over. That's my daughter Chelsea. Um, I didn't know my grandbabies were coming over. I spent the day at first place I went to is Big Bone Lick. Then I went to Rabbit Hash. Then I went to Beaver Lick, and yeah, made my way back home. I didn't get to go to Sugar Hit, but well, in other words, I was in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky, on the Ohio River. But yeah, Jeff, he's usually in here by now. Usually takes him a minute to get in here. The icon clones seem decent. I don't know. I don't know. How you doing, Jeff? I don't know how the good they are, so we'll see. But so this week I got my. Let me think. I got the crank set in. I've got it. Everything's set and torqued down, and but I've got a problem. My what is it? Yeah, I'm having a brain fart. My thrust bearing, I don't have enough clearance. I'm only at 3,000s, and I should be somewhere around 4 or 5 thousandths. And part of me says, let it clearance itself. I know it sounds bad, but it's like 1,000th or 2,000ths that it needs to go. Um, I've seen where people sand them down. I'm not sure I want to sand them down. I really don't want to take it back apart at all. Um, so I don't know. I'm gonna call the machine shop. Me and him's already been talking about it, but I'm gonna call him and see what he wants me to do. Um, I don't want to fool with it. And this was after taking hours to double check all my bearing clearances, put it together. So if you know anything about it, you put your bearings in, you put your main caps on without your crank in, you torque everything down, you measure your crank, your mains on your crank, and then you set your dial indicator up to read exactly what the crank is, and then you go into the mains, into the bearings, and check the bores and see how much clearance you got. And yeah, and I am at between at the tightest two. 25 10,000ths, and the loosest is 4 thousandths. So in other words, 2.5 thousandths or 4 thousandths is the loosest. But when I took the torque wrench and turned the rotating assembly without, pistons and rods, it turned at like 10 inch pounds. So that's not too bad. Yes. I just don't want to waste this money. That crank was too expensive to play with. So, and there's no way I want to ruin that crank. I know they would. The thing that gets me is these bearings were supposed to be extra clearance. So they were supposed to be looser than normal. And they're not looser than normal at all. As a matter of fact, they're barely at the bottom of the standard or the tightest part of the stand for a standard engine. So, but anyway, that's what I did part of the week. Um, Other than yesterday, I went and changed out a oil pan on a Elantra, a 2019 Elantra. My brother-in-law hit something in the road, put a hole about that big around in the bottom of his oil pan, and I changed it out yesterday. It wasn't too hard. I just hope he didn't do any damage to his engine. So, anybody else had any big projects this week? Some of these specialized lubricants that people are wanting you to put in their stuff get pretty crazy. Um, I know for Ford 8.8 inch, I think it's called traction lock. They want you to put in a friction modifier, and it's expensive. And you clearing your shop out. Which one? Your little red barn or Dad's garage? What we got? Okay. Putting all the tools up so my nephew can't get a hold of them. Uh, so is this one of the Rob? Is that one of those deals that there really is no way to check the fluid in it? You just, you know, if you don't, as long as you don't have any leak, you never um have to worry about it. I'm sorry, Jeff. I'm eating popcorn. Uh, has anybody ever ate? Let me find it. Goetta. Let me see if y'all. Uh, you ain't gonna be able to see it. Let me look it up on my Goetta. I had it for the first time at a restaurant today. Let me share my screen with y'all. It is um, breakfast sausage blend that's mixed with whole grain steel cut oats. Uh, that's not a good. There is a Wikipedia page for it. There it is. That's cool that you found all those Mac Ranches, John. Uh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've been wondering if I need to do something with my Hyundai Elantra. I bought it with 50 something thousand miles on it, and it's got 160, I think, on it. Might be more than that. So it's a 2015, and I bought it in 2018, and I put over 100,000 miles on it. I ain't, I haven't done anything like that to it. All I've done was change the oil and drive it, and maybe a couple of air filters. But anyway, um, I ate this goetta, and it was on a hamburger with egg and a hamburger patty and all that stuff. It was but anyway. This is y'all's a CV, one of those CV transmissions, because that's what this Hyundai is. Let's see. Okay. I guess I need to get in there and change it. So add another thing to my list of stuff that I got to get done. So I'm looking for just different things. And I think later on tonight, here's what I'm going to be giving away. Jeff, tell me, I can't remember. I know you did a review on this. Tell me if they were any good. I'll show you in just a second. Were those any good, Jeff? You ever hear that old wives' tale where they say, when your transmission starts having problems, that's the worst time to change the fluid out? Mine's not having problems, but I'm just afraid I change it out, it's going to start having problems. It's the Okay. I didn't realize you couldn't see it. It's a U Cove. Yes, the U Cove. I know you did some. You did some reviews on the U Coves. I just don't remember. Someone asked me this week. Okay, that's good, or that's good to know. So I know I've done this before, but I think this is going to be what we're going to do this week. It's a little more. Well, no, we're going to do a regular 3/8 drive in a 1/4 inch ratchet body. So this is what we'll give away this week. Unless, well, not that. Let me get back to it. See what this 1/2 inch was. Would y'all rather have the 1/2 inch in a 3/8 body or the 1/4 inch in a 3/8 and 1/4 body? Talking about expensive fluid, I had to do in a manual transmission, a Honda. I had to use the Honda fluid, and that stuff was ridiculous. For a quart, it was. I don't remember how much it was, but I'm just glad I wasn't paying for it. Customer was. And from what I could tell, there wasn't a aftermarket supplier for what they wanted put in there. But so I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you something else. Okay, I'm back. My little brother, he's probably thinking, people actually sit in here and listen to my brother ramble on. Either that or he's already jumped out of here. Um, so this right here, my little walkie-talkie here. I was laughing at what my brother said. This little walkie-talkie looking thing, it's air pump. I'm gonna do a review on it later this week. Um, it's pretty nice. I from what the charge that come on it from the where it was shipped to us, my wife bought us 2 of these. One to go on the motorcycle, but it pumped my tires up roughly 7 pounds, front and back, and still had a little bit of charge left on it. So not bad. So I'll do a review on it. Pretty decently rated. They're called Fantic. But it's just a tire inflator, whole lot smaller than my Milwaukee. So we'll see. I've got a few other videos to do, but mainly I've been recording stuff that I'm actually doing. That's awesome, Papa. So with my motorcycle, I use this stuff in my tires called Ride On, ON. And so it's like a it's like a seam sealer. And if you have a puncture, you just pull whatever out and replace whatever air it lost and drive it, and it's good. And I've used that in all of my motorcycles so far, and it works great. I've I've had nails in my tires, and I just pulled the nails out and went on about my business. I've started to buy that. What is it? Not the Ryobi, the rigid, the rigid air pump. People say it's good. Seen it for a pretty good price. It's just I don't need it. So if I buy it, I'm just, I got to do it for the channel. It's just so many other things I need to do. Um, Jeff, I cut my grass 3 weeks ago, and I'm probably going to take 5 hours to cut my acre when I have to cut it. It needs cutting right now. It's about that tall. Ridiculous. It's a wonder the grandbabies didn't get lost in the grass today. Yeah, I could probably bail it. I'm gonna have to get my yard sweeper out. Chelsea, are my grandbabies watching me? I don't know if she's still on here. No, she's not in here anymore. Okay. So we're almost 30 minutes into it. I'm going to go ahead and put everybody's name in the hat. So are we decided it's going to be the half-inch drive? And whose names am I leaving out? Yeah, I love my Milwaukee inflator, Frank. I've had it for 2 or 3 years now, and I'm very happy with it. So I can't even remember who won last week. It was a new person, Mike something. I should have wrote it down. But I will. Okay, if you hear and you want in the drawing, let me know. Um, this is going to be for a half-inch drive. Let's see. Frank Arcos. Here's your name going in there. Sizzle neck. Here's Rob. There's Papa. Mark, Rob, Leeser, Jeff. They ain't no telling. Okay, here's your name, Papa. Let me pull. That was yours, Frank. Putting them in this cup right here. Pete, here's yours. Pete's still here. You listening to y'all singing happy birthday. Let's see. Did I write that one? Well, I'd lose my. Here's Sizzle Neck. Let's see. Who else am I missing? There's 4 times already. What are you 4 times already? I'll put you in here, but you ain't gonna win. I'm just playing, Sean. So that's 4 or 5 people now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 people. Make sure I got everybody. Participants. Papa Pete, Sizzle Neck, Just One C, and Frank. Okay. Anybody else in here that I don't have in here? I've got Just One Seed. I've got Frank. I've got Pete. I've got Papa. I've got Sizzle Neck. And that's it. Me, Jeff, Rob. Rob won here recently. It's if you've won in the last month, you know, you're not supposed to win again for another month. Gives everybody a chance to. Everybody good? Okay, here we go. We're going to draw. Should I make any more of these cups and sell them? I don't know. No one took me up on the hats. Here's the name. Who is it? Sizzle Neck. Sizzle Neck, send me your. I'm going to put my address in here. I'm not doing great on views, but I ain't going to worry about that. Here's my email address. Send me your address and I'll order it through Amazon tonight. And some people get them quick. Like on Friday, I ordered the ratcheting screwdriver for Rob, and he got it today. And Let's see. But yeah. Let me see. Asking about views. I really don't know. But I haven't done any shorts, and shorts can really. You're welcome, Sizzle Neck. Shorts can really boost your channel uh, stats. I'm sitting at 1,093 for the last 48 hours. So anyway, um, I don't have anything else really to talk about. Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to figure something out that's hot that people would want to see. And for some reason, the one video for the ratcheting stubby screwdriver did very well. I'm not sure why it did well and others didn't, but uh, it did well because I had multiple people go on there and actually buy it from Amazon. So I don't know who all did. If you did and you're in here, thank you. Um, oh, Rob, I'm seeing about your. I missed Jeff saying bye. Or no, you didn't say bye. You just said you're out of the drawing. Never mind. See, you're on the toolbox deal. If I was you, I would either be looking, if you don't need it, for like a environment where you're in a shop, look at the Milwaukee. I mean, not Milwaukee. The thing Husky. Look at the Husky or the Harbor Freight. They're not bad. They're not bad stuff. My little brother, he sold me his Husky box that got run over by a forklift. I used it for years, at least 5 or 6 years. Sold it back to him, and he's been using it. It's a good box. Um, there ain't no sense in spending a whole lot of money on an expensive box if it's going to sit in one place. That being said, if you want something a little better, buy used. I really, 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 really like my Snap-on sliding top cart. I bought it for $800. It's got a ton of room. It's the one that you see in the video called "What's in the Box." I love it. My brother just said he bought a Snap-on, bad mistake. He's got a pretty box, but Lord have mercy. If you want to be out of debt, buying a brand new Snap-on is not the it's not the deal. Hey John, do you think that Husky would have done just as good there at your work? Yeah, but let's say you had one big enough. Would it last? Thanks, Sizzleneck. I really appreciate that. I really need it. Okay, so John's saying that at his work, a Husky would have lasted. He is out of room. You know, the Husky was a 42 inch. Um, I've got a 72 inch, a Harbor Freight. I like it. It works good. If I wanted a fairly expensive box that was well built, I would buy the Tecton. Those things are They're battleships. They're just, I don't know that you could touch anything else for what you're paying for that one. It's extremely, extremely well built and thick. So get you, I guess, get that a 42 or a 48-inch box. Yeah, I did that. I did that air compressor. It was months ago. I did that video months and months ago. Had to have been October, November, something like that. But yeah, I was trying to pick it up and put it on that flat, and I actually picked it up with my forklift, and I was going to slide it off, and I did something, and it fell. Frank, appreciate it. Hope to see you again next Sunday. But anyway, Jeff, stop telling stories. We know your toolbox ain't small, or your toolboxes ain't small. Most of the people in here come from your channel to mine, or know about me because of you. But anyway, yes, I dropped Dad's compressor a second time. We dropped it while we were at your house the first time, remember? I ended up having to pull the pressure regulator off of my other one, and put on that one. So it ended up messing up the pressure regulator. I ripped everything I had just done off the wall, broke one of the brass pipes, and dented up the cage. Rob, if you don't need it for a power tool like sandblasting, if you don't need it for like a plasma or something like that, you don't need one. A small one just to fill tires is perfect. Now, if you need it, you need it. If I didn't have a plasma, or if I didn't want to sandblast stuff, I wouldn't worry about it. John, when I seen that brass pipe, I even commented in the video that looks like it had been replaced. So, Jeff, you need to on your tools, you need to have a weekly assignment. So, I'm going to use these this week, and then they're going to rotate, and I'm going to use these next week. John, you need to watch Jeff's garage adventures and look at his little bitty toolbox he's got. I'd like to know how you did your taxes this year and all those tools you bought. But have you already left here, Jeff? Yeah, that poor air compressor. So Dad bought it probably right after he poured the concrete pad in that place in mom and dad's house. They moved into that. No tool tax up here. No, I'm talking about, Jeff, I'm talking about a tax write off because you've bought all these tools and reviewed them on your channel, and anything you might have made off the channel. Yeah. But anyway, uh, you think it was 96 that it was before that because they moved into that house around 1992. 92? 92 or 93. And Dad poured that concrete pad not long after they moved in. But anyway, and he bought the air compressor not long after he poured the concrete pad from Sam's. But anyway, I'm rambling on, people. I'm probably going to go ahead and get off here. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Um, this when people come in here on this live, that's all that counts toward the time. If they watch it afterwards, it doesn't count toward the time. I did 7 videos this week. I did 2 on Thursday. So that makes up for the video I haven't done yet today. If you count last Sunday, it was 8. And I don't think I did any shorts. So, but I'm looking, making sure there's no questions I haven't. Yeah, I am. I made it to 3,000 hours though. Friday. I made it to 3,000 hours, so just got another 1,000 to go. We'll see how it goes. I've already got my AdSense set up, so I won't have to worry about that. Everyone, have a wonderful week. I really appreciate y'all coming in here and helping me ramble on. We appreciate that, Rob. Love you too, brother. Wow, that's a lot of small. Yeah, I've seen all those small engines. Papa and Pete, I'm watching your videos. I promise I am. But yeah, a lot of times I'm watching them in the garage while I'm working on something else that I'm not recording. Y'all take care. Have a great week, and I'll see y'all next Sunday.